Hello, welcome to episode 366 of the Casual Tryhard podcast. I'm Brian,
And I'm James.
and we're gonna finish up Strixhaven, hopefully,
Yeah, it's about
maybe.
time. Feels like this one's been going on forever, right?
Yeah, well, we did spend like a whole hour talking about black cards.
Yeah.
So
There's a
as
lot of good
as
black
two
cards.
wither blue mages would do,
Yep.
and then there were no no green cards. Uh,
Yeah, we had to make it up
all
for
right,
black, I guess.
yeah, I had to make it up. So yeah, we're gonna finish that off. So if you have any ideas for future shows or anything like that, please let us know. Facebook, Discord, email, X, Twitter,
There you go.
Blue Sky. All those links are in the description. Come in, say hey, let us know. We have some suggestions that we are trying to figure out how to do.
Yeah.
So we welcome some more.
Yeah, one of them I think is probably doable. Um, it's awful hard for us to talk about stuff that we're not knowledgeable about. So try and keep that in mind.
I know it is odd for two white guys with a podcast to be like, there's some things we don't know a lot about, and then go, I'm not going to talk about it.
Yeah.
I know it's strange in 2026, but we're trying to be like, that's not a thing I know a lot about. I'm
Right.
going to pump the brakes.
Yeah. I think we also both kind of have similar brains where we know that we're not an expert about everything. And when we know that we don't know about something, I think both of us look to somebody else who does. And I don't think there's a whole lot of value in that for us to just regurgitate information to you from somebody else. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like here, let me read you this
Yeah.
article that
There-
I found.
Yeah,
That doesn't
there's
do
no
any
point
good.
in me like Googling something for you. But yeah, like Brian said, if there's any ideas for shows, hit us up and we'll consider anything. A matter of doing it. Like we'll have to figure that out if it's something we can do or not.
Yeah.
But like Brian said, all those links are down below if you want to hit us up with an idea. If you want to support the show, you can do so via our Patreon, patreon.com/CasualTryHardMTG. Head on over there, chip a couple bucks in. You'll get access to my show notes. You get a sneak peek about what the episode's going to be about. And you also get access to roughly another hour of content out of us in the form of our unshow. We're old, and sometimes our equipment doesn't work. In this case, you're seeing Brian as a still image from last week because our equipment still doesn't work, and I haven't figured it out yet. But we try and spend about an hour before every show making sure that our equipment is working and catching up just a little bit. And we figure while we're doing that, we might as well record it and send it out to our patrons so they get about another hour out of us every week in that regard. If either of those things sound good to you or if you just want to support the show, patreon.com/CasualTryHardMTG. Chip a couple bucks in, help the show out, get access to more of us. It's a really win for everybody.
It is a very big win.
Yep.
All right. So we are on multicolor.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry. And we're going to do. Oh, did I miss something?
No, I was just going to say this first one is one that I put on here because I had a question. Now, I don't know if you
Okay.
have an answer, but I'll tackle it. This is Arc of Hunger. It's 2 red white for an artifact. Whenever one or more cards leave your graveyard, this artifact deals 1 damage to each opponent and you gain 1 life. I think reading the card explained the card, and I know the answer to my question now.
Okay.
It also has tap mill a card. You may play that card this turn. So my rules question is tokens hit the graveyard
Yes,
and then they cease to exist.
they do.
So do they leave the graveyard?
They're not cards.
There you go. Yep. That is why reading the card explains the card. They're not cards, so that answered my question.
Now your commander question, do they like that? I don't know. Like, do commanders still go to the graveyard?
They do still touch the graveyard. That was a rule change they made a couple years ago,
Somewhat
I think.
recently, right?
Yeah. So they do touch the graveyard, and then I'm assuming they leave because they go to the command zone. So I'm assuming that would still trigger.
Yes, I think so as well.
But tokens do not because they're not a card.
Agreed.
Rules question aside, though, I think this card is sweet. It's
Mm-hmm.
probably like 1 or 2 mana too expensive to do anything real competitive with. But I think this card is super sweet.
It is. Also, like, LSV has remarked that this card's like unbeatable and limited. Like he plays these like slow, dirtily
Yeah.
decks. He's like, you just can't ever beat this card.
Yeah.
Because like you get to like it like powers itself.
Mm-hmm.
It also is like another like weird. I care about like persist things. So like anything that lets you like loop creatures,
Oh, yeah.
like in and out of the graveyard, like it just wins the game.
Mm-hmm.
And like there's what was I gonna say? There's the like the old Ada Fenza. Yes, there's not a there's not like a red or white like persist creature that I can think of.
No, I don't think so.
Like there's
Well,
Kitchen Finks, but like in like Commander World that wouldn't work.
There's also Murderous Redcap.
Oh yeah, yeah. But again, we're like you're like in Mardudu
Right.
or Naya. But like that's like a thing that like works to just like cycle. Trying to think if there's like a
I mean,
another weird.
Mardu wouldn't be like the worst for deck building. I mean,
No.
there have been like weird, dirtily Mardu decks in the past, like Mardu Spirits.
Well, there's multiple red creatures that get like an instant or sorcery back
Yeah.
from your graveyard.
Yeah.
Like if you cloud shift them
Mm-hmm.
and you pick up the cloud shift.
Yeah. Also, we were talking in the unshow about Reality Fracture.
There
And-
could definitely be a like weird color shifted something.
Well, one of the cards that was spoiled is a red Snapcaster Mage.
Oh yeah, like I was thinking like a red Eternal Witness or like a white Eternal Witness or
Yeah.
something. Could like do the same
Did-
thing.
I think we already had a white Eternal Witness, didn't we?
We did?
I thought we did. Didn't we have a white Ewit in one of the Horizon sets?
There's the green one that cares about getting counters put on it.
I thought we had a white one. Maybe not.
I don't remember. Dude, they release like 4,000 new cards a year now.
Yeah.
It's too hard.
Too
And
hard to
like
keep
I
up.
might not be exaggerating.
Yeah.
Like I just picked a number and then I started doing the math and I was like, well, like 300 card standard sets, give or take.
Mm-hmm.
And then a bunch of commander products and stuff.
Secret
Oh
layers.
no,
and-
yeah, we could be at that number.
yeah.
Yeah, so like there could be some cards coming down the pipe that like work with this. This is a card that's like you can break me. It's just figure out like how
Well,
or like in
So-
a year or two I break.
think about the it was Mardu Spirits, right? The deck that like Jerry T used to like to play
Mhm.
with Faithless Looting and
Lingering Souls
Lingering
and
Souls.
like
Yeah.
Bedlam Reveler.
Yeah. Like this deck could definitely, or this card could definitely fit into something like that.
Yeah.
But again,
We
like
just-
I don't know how.
At 4 mana, you're right, it is really
Yeah.
hard. Like 4 mana kinda draw a card, but not really.
Right.
But, you know, it is like if you have a bunch of like cards with flashback,
Mhm.
then it is just draw a card later
Right.
and stuff. Yeah, like this is an interesting card.
Mhm.
All right, what is our next one?
Next up is one from Discord, I believe. This is, and we also kind of talked about this during the mechanics episode, I believe.
Mhm.
This is Color Storm Stallion, 1 blue-red for a 3/3 elemental horse with Ward 1 and haste. So that's kind of at rate, right? 3 mana, 3/3 Ward 1 haste.
Yeah.
And then it also has Opus, When you cast an instant or sorcery spell, this creature gets +1/+1 till end of turn. If 5 or more mana was spent to cast that spell, create a token that's a copy of this creature.
Yeah, this card has seen like a lot of play.
Mm-hmm.
It's been like in the uh it was in a lot of decks at the Pro Tour.
Mm-hmm.
Right, like just a 3 mana 3/3 haste is fine
Yep.
with, Ward 1. And then getting a second one every so often is
Gravy.
gravy. Yeah, like you just like have a burst lightning
Yep.
and you get to do the thing.
Yeah, actually, it's better than 3 mana 3/3 Ward 1 haste because it's 3 mana 3/3 Ward 1 haste with prowess.
Mm-hmm.
And then, if it's 5 or more mana, you get a copy instead.
Yeah, so it's a solid card.
Yeah. Seems pretty good.
I was flipping through the Pro Tour deck list, and to my shock, there were so many green decks.
Really?
Like the top 8. Like I'm assuming they're on the same team, but like 2 of the like almost exact same list. Maybe not. But like 2 3 mono green decks. 4. Wow. What have we become? Okay, this one was green white. It had 1 white card in the main
one.
deck. Just the one. But this was seeing like there were a lot of decks that were playing it because like blue red's been really good, and this is just like another like, oops, I get like additional value.
Yeah.
And Matt Nasty got to make the top 8.
Nice.
Yeah, so
No, yeah.
I think this is really solid. Like
that.
the fact that like burst lightning or other cards with like kicker or that have like different costs can let you like you have that early interaction, but then when you have a bunch of mana,
Yeah.
and this out, you get the second one.
Mm-hmm.
Is like really good.
Yeah.
Where you're not just like putting a bunch of like 5 mana spells in your deck to trigger this. You're putting a bunch of 1 mana spells that sometimes become 2.
Yeah.
That's like much more appealing.
Mm-hmm.
All right, what do we got next?
This is Dina's Guidance.
Ah,
I think this is one you put on here, right?
yeah. So this is 1 black green for an instant. Search your library for a creature card, reveal it, put it into your hand or graveyard, then shuffle.
Mm-hmm.
It is like we kind of already have Entomb in standard.
Yeah.
With Lively Dirge.
Mm-hmm.
It is like 3 mana. But an instant speed Entomb
Yeah.
that, right, and we have Zombify. Like you have this curve of
Been a thing,
Dina's-
reanimate it.
like right one right after the other, and you have like 8 of the Entombs.
Yeah.
So now like you don't have to play a bunch of big idiots.
Right.
You just like play like a handful, and then you're just like removal a couple reanimation spells.
Mm-hmm.
Right, like, if on your opponent's end step they've tapped out, you like Dina's Guidance for a Mikey and Raph, or is it Raph and Mikey Troublemakers?
Yep.
Put into play attack, and then you like hit your other thing.
Mm-hmm.
Done. And if they haven't tapped out, you go get your other thing that gives you value when it enters.
Right.
And then you're like, I guess we don't have a like standard legal Atraxa,
Yeah.
but something in that vein
Mm-hmm.
where you're just like, okay, well, I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna get like an unbelievable amount of value.
Right. Set you up to win the game.
Yeah, and then I'll win. And then you killed it. Well, I got like another Zombify
Yeah.
in my hand.
We'll just do it again.
yeah, I'll just do it again. It's not a big deal.
Yeah.
Like I will win this exchange eventually.
Right.
Um, so just like an interesting card.
Yeah, it's also
So
nice that it's flexible. Like
mhm.
if you don't have the Zombify in your hand, you can just put it in your hand instead of the bin and cast it.
Yeah, you can just be like, yeah, I guess I have the mana to do this.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is a good point as well.
Mm-hmm.
You're just like, yeah, cool, this works. So yeah, it just does like a lot
Mm-hmm.
where like you could build almost a like legacy light reanimation deck
Mm-hmm.
where you only have like, you know,
A
like
couple
the
targets.
old pre Entomb band like was playing like 5 or 6 targets
Yeah.
and that was it.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can do very much the same thing where you have like, well, I'm gonna have Rapid Mikey because that's 2, and then a Vault-Born Tyrant and something else that's sticky,
Yeah.
and I'll be good. So, yeah, I know it is. I also wonder it's only creature though, like, so you can't go like get your vehicle for Grease
Right.
Fang or
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah. Just a
Boo.
creature.
Just a creature.
Yep. All right. Anything else for Dina's guidance?
No, I don't think so.
All right. Moving on to fix what's broken. I think we touched on this card a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, at some point, yeah.
2 white black for a sorcery. As an additional cost to cast this spell, pay X life. Return each artifact and creature card with mana value X from your graveyard to the battlefield. So this card kind of reminded me of Rally.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of times when you rallied, like, you weren't really worrying about down the curve because you just got like 6 2-drops in play.
Yeah.
And this does precisely that. A lot of the stuff
Mm-hmm.
that you're trying to get back in a like an aristocrat style deck is like all of very similar mana value. And
Yeah, I
this
think
lets you kind of trade life instead of mana to like superpower or something like that.
yeah. I was trying to figure out there is a like white sorcery
Yeah.
that's 4 mana from foundations that just return everything 3 or less.
Okay.
I think I'm like looking. I'm trying to find foundations, and Lord, if I know where it is on like the list. I'm just like this is so long. Oh, it's core sets. I'm sorry, and it's a rare. All right, let's see here. I thought it was a rare. Oh, Raise the Past.
Okay.
Return all creatures with mana value 2 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield.
Yeah.
So it does something like similar.
Mhm.
But again, like we've talked about with other things, you have like 8 of these. Like
Right.
I remember I used to have that like zombie deck
Mhm.
that like had all the triggers.
Yep.
Like Rally didn't really work because you didn't want to exile them,
Right.
right? But like something like
Oh, that's
Fix
a good
was broken
point. Yeah.
because it was like all 2. It was all 2 drops,
Yeah.
right? So you can just like rebuild.
Is there a way to leverage the other part of this, where you just return like a bunch of eggs?
I guess it is kind of a second sunrise or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, is it almost better to have like, to just put them in the graveyard some other way? Like not cast them?
Yeah. I don't know.
Uh, is this page loose leaf? Let's see here. Oh, they go on the bottom in a random order. I wasn't sure if it put cards into your graveyard.
Hmm.
But yeah, like, I don't know, like, I guess the other thing is this is just like, it's like it's an expensive reanimate
Mhm.
in terms of, again, if you are like, I'm going to throw Raph and Mikey in my graveyard and I need I want 8 zombifies and 8 entombs.
Yeah, and you're just willing to pay the life.
Yeah, you're just like, well, I'm gonna pay the life and get a big thing and the thing that my Rapid Mikey's gonna hit is gonna have lifelink.
Yeah, I hadn't actually thought about that, where you're not looking to get like a whole bunch of little things, but get one big thing.
Yeah, you're just like, here, boom.
Yeah, maybe.
That could be interesting
Mm-hmm.
because it does give you that flexibility,
Yeah,
or get like multiple big things,
true.
right? Like you just put a bunch of 7 drops in your graveyard.
Yeah, pay
You pay
7 life,
7
get
life.
3 7 drops.
Yeah, and you're just like, all right,
Yeah.
I
Good luck dealing with this.
I got my Vault-Born Tyrant and like 2 other things. I gained 9. I gained all the life back,
Yeah.
and good luck.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, it is. It is cool that it does those multiple different things.
Yeah.
It would be like way better if it was like X or less.
Right.
It is awkward that it is just like X.
Yeah, I mean, like that makes it a little bit worse for like the strictly
Like the small
reanimation
decks.
deck. Well, I was going to say
Oh
the
yeah,
reanimation deck because like if you're hitting reanimation targets, you're probably going to have like a 6 drop and a 9 drop, you know what I mean?
oh yeah, and you can only get the 9.
And you can only get one of them. Whereas when you're trying to hit like a mass of low mana value stuff, like you're kind of 2 mana value is kind of the sweet spot. There's an awful lot of stuff you can get back for 2 mana.
Yeah, you can just get a ton of stuff back.
Yeah. It's a cool card, though. I wouldn't be surprised if this did something at some point,
Agreed.
considering it's going to be in standard for a decade.
Forever. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're not
Alright.
bitter about standard rotation.
Yeah, not at all.
All right.
Next up, we have Growth Curve. Green blue for a sorcery.
Mhm.
Put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control, then double the number of +1/+1 counters on that creature. Didn't we already have? I mean, I don't think it's currently in standard, but wasn't there like a Hydra something or other that did something similar to this?
Is it aspect of the Hydra
Maybe.
or something?
That was like put a counter on something and then double it when it attacks.
Something like that. Let's see here. How many things say counter and double? Only 100.
Oh, that's all, huh?
Yeah, I just put counter and double and not my best idea, I don't think. Oh, there's Hydra's Growth. It's an aura
Mm-hmm.
from Theros Beyond Death. It's 2 and a green. When it enters, put a +1/+1 counter on enchanted creature, and then on your upkeep, double the number of counters.
Yeah, that might be the one I was thinking of.
And there's also Invigorating Surge
Mm.
for 3 mana. Put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control, then double the number of counters on that creature.
Okay.
It's a 3 mana instant. So like we've seen this before, like not in blue,
Yeah.
but we've seen something similar.
Yeah, I would like this a lot better if it was an instant.
Yeah, I think that this is, I feel like Wizards progression of power creep a lot of times is like maybe knock a mana off it, make it 2 colors, and it'll be a sorcery.
Yeah.
And then in like 4 sets, they'll be like, oh, no one played this. We'll make it 2 colors or we'll make it an instant.
Yeah.
And then it'll be like, we'll make it 1 and a green instead of blue-green.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's like kind of playable. All right, cool.
Yeah.
But like this is like the safe, like, well, we'll just, and then eventually there's be like, whatever. We'll just crank it all the way up. I think like being a sorcery just makes it too risky.
Yeah. I mean, I can really only think of one place where I would want to use this, and like it's not hard for a card to be broken in that context.
Okay.
and that's like Hangerback Walker. Like, do you
Oh
really
yeah,
need another card to make Hangerback Walker broken?
probably not.
But I
Free
can't.
my boy.
Yeah, I can't really think of anything else that.
That like
Or
would make this
Walking
work.
Ballista, not Hangerback Walker. But yeah, I
Yeah,
mean, I guess Hangerback Walker works also. But
I was thinking Walking Ballista when I
yeah,
was like free my boy
yeah,
from Pioneer. Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah. But no, like it's just too slow.
yeah.
And probably like in the wrong colors. If it was like green white and like could go into the what's it called decks? Like the Ouroboroi decks and stuff like
Hmm.
that. Maybe.
Yeah,
But as it is, probably not.
yep.
All right. Next up, I think I put this one on.
I think you did also. I was gonna put it on there, but you can take it.
Resonating Loot. 2 blue red for an artifact. Lands you control have tap, add 2 mana of any one color. Spend this mana only to cast instants and sorcery spells. And then tap, draw a card, activate this only if you have 7 or more cards in your hand. So, uh, did not make the Pro Tour top 8,
Hmm.
but seems like the kind of card that we have proven to kind of be busted, like the
Yeah.
one-sided mana flare.
Yes.
And like, oh no, you have to play blue and red spells
Yeah, that's not really a downside.
to make this good.
Yeah.
And we also printed a fireball that is also blue red. Draw card, draw 2, discard 1.
Yeah.
Oh no. Like my win con also helps me find the thing I'm looking for.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't have like good, there's no like untap land thing. There's not like a turnabout.
Hmm.
Right? They not printed that thankfully. For a while they're like, "Oh, this is a problem." But we've also saw like, oh, what is it called? Wilderness Reclamation,
Yep.
Fires of Invention
Oh yeah.
as like ways to double your mana. And so this feels like at some point there's gonna be like, oh man, I'm sick of playing against resonating loot
Hmm.
deck like discourse. I'm just gonna be like, oh man, they just got like a million mana with resonating loot and killed me.
Yeah. I didn't even think of that. Like, if there is ever a way to like get away with playing a bunch of 4 mana do nothings, like this and Wilderness Reclamation is disgusting.
Oh yeah, like you like wilderness wreck, and then the next turn you play this and you untap with like 10 mana.
And then the next turn you have
And then the
20
next
mana.
turn you have 20 and you just win the game.
Yeah.
Like your deck's just full of X spells and
Yeah.
ways to double your mana. I mean, you're allowed to tap out for 4 mana do nothings if you've like controlled the board up until that point.
Yeah.
Right? And like that's kind of what it's like, is your red removal going to line, are your burst lightnings and seers, do those line up with what's going on
Yeah.
so that you can get to turn 4 or 5 and like be able to do the thing. Yeah, or like you wait till turn 5, you loot and you have a mana up and it's 2 mana for a seer or a counter spell.
Hmm.
Right? So like you're not really shields down.
Right.
So this is just one of those cards that we've seen before in some level, in some way, shape, or form,
Right.
and they've been scary.
Hmm.
And I was surprised that like it wasn't,
It didn't do better.
it didn't do better. Yeah, I don't see it in. I like did not see it in a lot of the. Like it's so funny. It's like, oh yeah, we have Spelementals still and stuff. So it was just like I thought for sure there'd be some decks that have this, but no, no such luck. Oh wait, no. Just Guy Control had 3 of these.
Okay.
I don't know how this guy did, but There's one. I was only like four or five deck lists down in the A's before I hit one. Now he might just be the only one, but it is. I feel like it could be scary.
Mm-hmm. It can
So
definitely get out of control. Has potential
also,
for abuse.
yeah. Also, they don't stack.
Right, because it's an ability that it gives to your land. It doesn't make the land make an extra mana.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, which is probably a good like safety case.
Yeah, I agree.
So, and I'm also like there was an Izzet Prowess deck that had Color Storm Stallion in it as well.
Okay.
So it was around at the Pro Tour, I promise.
Yeah.
All right. What do we got next?
Next up is another card that I think we touched on already when we
yeah.
were talking about Wraths. This is Splatter Technique. 1 blue, red for a sorcery, and choose one. You can either draw 4 cards, which is a lot of cards for 5 mana, or you can deal 4 damage to each creature and planeswalker. So I think when we were talking about this as a Wrath, we mentioned that like this is where you want to be for a Wrath. It's something that cleans the board up when you need it to, or can refill your hand when you don't need to clean the board up. And this would also, I was thinking about this when we were talking about the loot, this kind of also plays into the same game plan that the loot deck would.
Mm-hmm.
Where you can clear the board up or gas back up.
Refill your hand.
Yeah, turn the back end of loot on.
Yeah, it is. It does both things that you want a card to do.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like, it's just a question of, and I'm like looking at stuff, is 4 damage enough damage? Right? Like,
Yeah.
because looking at it, like, I'm looking at just one of these green decks, and I guess there's also a problem of, like, Might Form Harmonizer is a 4/4, but, like, your opponent can just kill you with it.
Right.
Right? Like, you're like, I don't want to, like, waste my sweeper on, like, one Zaz Chocobo, and then they're like, haha, you dead.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, I'm dead. That's sad. Which happened to me in a limited game. They played land, and then they played the spaceship.
Yeah.
The Harrows.
Mm-hmm.
I took 32.
Yikes.
I like picked up my cards, and he was counting, and I just started scooping my cards up. He was, what are you doing? But like it's hard. Like, not that it like could realistically be an instant,
Mm-hmm.
but like if you're worried about like just dying out of nowhere, and like looking at this, is it Spelementals deck?
Mm-hmm.
Eddie Crab is a 5/5. Hearth Elemental is a 4/5. Sunderflock is a 5/5.
Yeah.
Right, so it like misses like cards in that like popular deck.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. Like, it's just how the 4 damage lines up.
Right.
I don't think they can make it 5 damage, because then like it's just bonkers.
Yeah, but like I think that's why it has flexibility as well. If it's at a point where it's not gonna stabilize you, then you can use it to gas up.
Yeah, you just say like, hey, we're gonna try again.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is fair.
Yep.
All right. What do we got next? Traumatic Critique. X blue-red for an instant. Traumatic Critique deals X damage to any target. Draw 2 cards, then discard a card.
Oh, the aforementioned fireball.
Yeah. So, realize that this card is blue-red, draw 2, then discard.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it is harder to cast, but way better Tormenting Voice.
Yeah, and instant speed.
Yeah. I guess way better Tormenting Voice. So what is it? Thrill of Possibilities, the instant speed one.
Yeah.
And in a non-dredge deck.
Mm-hmm.
Right? This is way better for, like, I'm digging for a thing to discard.
Right.
Than I already have the thing to discard, right? Because you get to see the 2 cards and then choose
right
to discard. But then also is like I'll pay 3 mana and kill your X1,
Mhm.
and then also do the thing. Right? So it has that flexibility of I can do the like dig thing on
Mhm.
the cheap, or I can kill some stuff that's, slightly like off curve, like in terms of like not efficient,
Yeah.
but I'm still getting this draw to discard one like stapled on. It's probably not like good enough for Dredge.
Yeah.
Like, you know, no, granted, that doesn't matter because no one plays Dredge anymore. Rest in peace, sweet prince. But it is like, I think good for like decks that want to reanimate things,
Mhm.
right? Because it's just better than having to have the thing you want to discard in your hand.
Yeah, I mean it's also nice. You mentioned it just a minute or two ago that like you can go to the dome with it too. Like this can be a piece of early game dig for your answer and your win con.
Yeah, it can kind of do all of it.
Yeah.
So this card is pretty cool.
Mhm.
Pretty all right.
And like you mentioned in Dredge, but like Dredge play Conflagrate,
Hmm.
and I mean you can't cast this out of your yard, but this is some amount of Conflagrate
It is. Agreed.
for whatever that's worth.
Yeah. Like, just getting to do a few extra points of damage so you don't have to discard as many cards
Yeah. Yep.
is not the end of the world.
Yep. All right. Anything else for traumatic critique here?
I do not think so.
Okay. Next up, we have Vibrant Outburst. Another blue-red card. This is a blue and a red for an instant. Deals 3 damage to any target and tap up to 1 target creature. This card's interesting.
I like in limited it's great.
Yeah.
I think like in a in like a control deck in standard, like I think it showed up in some of the Jeskai
Yeah.
or like is it decks? Because right, like if they go like 1 drop, 2 drop, right, you get to kill the more threatening of the 2 creatures,
Mm-hmm.
and then tap the other one.
Right. Save yourself
So
a
like,
turn.
yeah, you get to deal with one thing and then tap the other. Like usually, like it's like, oh, you don't want to tap creatures because you're spending a card to not do anything,
Right.
really. But this, you're like, kill a thing, tap a thing,
Right.
right? So like, you still are getting like, you're getting the card plus.
Yeah. I know like Modern Magic is a wild, weird place for card evaluations, but like Lightning Strike has basically always seen play when it's been legal in standard.
Mm-hmm.
And this is Lightning Strike with upside.
It is. I mean, even something is like on your upkeep, like kill your Badger Mole Cub, tap the land that it animated
Mm-hmm.
to like cut you off of mana during your main phase.
Yep.
Like that's perfectly fine.
Absolutely.
So yeah, like this feels like, I mean, being blue-red does kind of pigeonhole it into like less decks than Lightning Strike.
Sure.
But I mean, Lightning Strike doesn't give you the tap.
Right.
So I think this is like very good. Very good and limited. Like I had one and just was like, oh, I feel like a genius.
Mm-hmm.
Like this is great. Like on your upkeep, like don't die this turn and then kill you next turn or whatever.
Yeah, it's definitely one of those cards that rewards you for making good decisions.
Mm-hmm.
Which I think are a lot of times the best kinds of cards.
Yes, because like they make the game more interesting
Yep.
than just like blatantly raw power where you can't mess it up.
Right.
Right? Like, okay, what do I kill? What do I have to tap? When do I use this?
Mm-hmm.
Do I want them to like? Do I want to attack and then tap the thing they play after combat and take some damage? Or yeah, there's like a lot of thought that goes into it.
Yeah.
All right. What do
One
we
more
have?
gold card here.
Oh, I think 2 more.
Is that 2 more?
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
this
2
is
more. Yep.
Vicious Rivalry, 2 black green for a sorcery. As an additional cost to play this spell or to cast this spell, pay X life. Destroy all artifacts and creatures with mana value X or less.
Hmm.
It's Toxic Deluge
It
that
is.
also hits. That also hits.
Artifacts?
In yeah, artifacts.
Yep.
This was the. Oh man, I'm gonna buy this for my like Jund commander deck,
Mm-hmm.
and then I opened it and got to play it in my sealed deck,
Now you don't have to
and
buy it.
it's really good.
Yeah. No,
I
card's
mean,
solid.
it's like one more mana than Toxic Deluge, which is like can be a problem,
Right.
but right, like if they play like a 3 mana, whatever, 4/5,
Mm-hmm.
or 3/5 or whatever crazy statting we have now, right? You don't have to pay 5 mana
Right.
or 5 life to kill it. You just pay the 3.
Pay 3.
And like in a commander game, again, not an expert, see earlier,
Mm-hmm.
but there are usually a lot of mana rocks and people trying to get a lot of mana.
Mm-hmm.
And this just gets to get rid of all the mana rocks and all that nonsense.
Resets the game.
Resets the game, and hopefully you're in a good position.
Yep.
Which is why I got myself a 3 visits.
Mm-hmm.
Very few mana rocks.
Yep.
Only mana ramp. So then this works better.
Yep.
Like you have to like make some deck building decisions, but they're not terrible ones.
Right.
I don't know if this is like standard constructed good.
I mean, like that depends on how good mid-range is.
Yeah. Like Toxic saw some play in Modern
Mm-hmm.
when it was printed, but not a ton.
Right.
But like that's because Modern's like a weird place now,
It's unrecognizable.
unrecognizable. But you're right. Like, you know, we've had like green black X decks floating around Standard, and occasionally like in Pioneer.
Mm-hmm.
So like this could have a home, but this does feel like it is a very commandery card.
Mm-hmm.
Because it just does everything a commander deck wants to do.
I just realized this is exactly the opposite of
Mm-hmm.
fix what's broken.
Because I think it's the two guys fighting, and then two guys being homies at the end.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, I can see that.
So, yeah, so it is a solid card, though again, much like many things, I don't know where its home is outside of Commander.
Yeah. I feel like you could say that for a lot of cards nowadays.
Yeah, back in my day.
Yep. Old man yelling at clouds here. All right, now this is the last gold card.
Okay.
And this is another one that I think you had something to say about, right?
Yeah. Zaffi in the Tempest, 5 blue red for a legendary creature, human bard sorcerer for a 5/7.
Mm-hmm.
Once during each of your turns, you may cast an instant or sorcery spell without paying its mana cost. So, how big of a thing in Standard can you cast? Right, like that's the question.
Yeah.
I don't think there are any like extra turn spells right now.
And that's exactly where my brain went.
Extra turn. Let's see here.
This just
look
gives
for-
you free extra turn spells for the rest of the game.
For the rest of the game, I do not feel like you can realistically build this, build the commander deck for this any other way.
No.
No, there are no current take an extra turn spells. They're all attached to creatures.
Okay.
In Standard. Also remember, if you resolve this in Limited, which I did, you can immediately put a spell on the stack before they have a chance to respond.
Oh, yes.
Like, it resolves. So,
then
like,
you
I
have
cast
priority.
this, and then I cast the 7-drop that makes 2 3/3s. I spent 14 mana on my turn.
Yeah.
So, do not forget
Mm-hmm.
that when you resolve this, I don't know, anytime you get to do something for free, usually bad things happen for your opponents,
Yes.
right? Like, you know, omniscience once a turn is still omniscience.
That it is.
So, I don't know what the biggest spells in standard are uh to like cast with it. Um, LSV had a story kind of greater than 6 where he played the like 3 black black white white
Mm-hmm.
in a in a Prismari deck in limited where he had the loot, this, and like one other way to cast it.
Yeah, that seems like something
And that
LSV would do.
and it's just like, yeah, you get to do whatever you want. It's
Yeah.
great. Let's see here. I'm gonna guess sorcery. What is the biggest? What are the biggest sorceries 6 minute or greater? Um, so Moment of Reckoning. You can cast the Inspiration Capstone.
Mm-hmm.
Hit the Mother Load. You can discover 10,
Mm-hmm.
and then get treasures. Um, you can push to the limit and bring back all your vehicles in your Is It Spells deck.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. I guess there aren't a Wisdom of Ages. You can bring back all your instants and sorceries and have no max hand size. Rise of the Dark Realms. Again, synergies abound
Yep.
with your spells deck. Mutinous Massacre. Should win you the game. Oh. Why is it not here? Did I like just pick a color? Oh. Jeskai Revelation's an instant.
Okay.
So you could Jeskai Revelation
Yep.
for free. Yeah, you just get Jeskai Revelation is the big one.
Yeah.
And then a bunch of like split cards.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, there's some pretty cool things to cast. Probably not good enough, but like I don't know if the deck would just be like a bunch of the like discard draw card spells that like make treasures.
Yeah.
And then boom. This thing.
Do it.
Do the thing. Alright. That's all I got for this. It's just like, oh, I like free stuff.
No, yeah. Other than that, I think this has commander card written all over it.
Yes, like
Yeah.
I feel like this is one that like even not being like a commander person is just like you just get every card that says take an extra turn.
Yep.
And then you just play like a bunch of counter spells.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're just like you resolve this and you're like, I'll take a turn. On my turn, I'll take a turn. On my turn, I'll take 2 turns.
I will take
on
all
my
of the
turn, I'll
turns.
take like you are never getting this back. I will cast the spell that puts cards from my graveyard into my hand.
Yep.
I will cast this. I will take a turn.
Yep.
I will take another turn. Until your opponents are just like, you said it was only bracket 2. And then they quit.
Hey, a concession's still a win.
It is. It is. Even if they're mean when they concede.
Yep.
Okay.
All right, we have 2 colorless cards. And I know you just did 2 cards in a row, but I feel like you want to talk about this next one.
Because I have 8 of them that just showed up on mail day.
Yeah.
All right. Petrified Hamlet. It's a land. When this land enters, choose a land card name. Activated abilities of sources with the chosen name can't be activated unless they're mana abilities. And lands with the chosen name have tap. Add a wingding. And this adds a wingding.
Yep.
So, Dark Depths played oftentimes 4 Pithing Needles in the main.
Basically just for
be-
Wasteland.
Just for Wasteland.
Yep.
And then also had atrocious mana. Just the worst mana imaginable for a land-based deck.
Right.
This doesn't fix the atrocious mana problem.
No,
But
but it is something that you can tutor for pretty easily where you can't really tutor for a pithing needle.
exactly, you can go find it and right like if you're playing against like Delver, what are they supposed to do if you just go like turn 1 Hamlet name Wasteland?
Right.
right? Their like game plan is predicated on like land, Delver, Dragon Rage Chandler, and then Wasteland you.
Right.
And like you've just turned off their ability to do anything.
Yeah.
Uh, and this also has like it's awkward, but so when it enters, it puts a trigger on the stack, right? It's not as it enters, it's when it enters, right?
Correct.
So like if they have a wasteland out, they have to wasteland this
Right.
before you like name it. So like it just gets rid of their wasteland as well.
Mm-hmm.
And it also like gets Karakas as like collateral damage against like white decks. Right?
It,
Like you can definitely like crop rotate, get this name Karakas.
yeah. It also stops fetches.
Mm-hmm. If they like if you know what fetches they have in their hand,
Yeah.
discard a land, Mox Diamond, discard a land, thought sees you, name Scalding Tarn.
Petrified Hamlet naming Scalding Tarn.
Good luck.
Yeah.
Um yeah, the fact that you can search for it, like you could probably get away with playing because like you would play like four needles. You could probably play like three of these and give yourself like a Yavimaya Cradle of Growth or something
Yeah.
to like fix your green mana.
Mm-hmm.
And you would have like, you know, depending on what your like search stuff is, you'd have crop rotation and Sylvan Scrying
Yep.
to like make all of that work. So you would, you know, have 15 copies of Pithing Needle on Wasteland.
Mm-hmm.
This uncounterable Pithing Needle on Wasteland
Yes.
in your deck. And, you know, a lot of times the games, you know, you can win those long games where you're just like, all right, like you're not doing anything. Like you're trying to keep me from doing my thing.
Yeah.
I'll just like find some way to grind you out.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, eventually you're going to get there.
Yeah. Like you will make a 2020 and then make another one and then make another one.
Yep.
And especially like if you don't have to worry about Wasteland.
Definitely.
So this was like, you know, there was what was the meme, like Drudge got new toys for
Mhm.
years and years and years.
Yeah.
Like Dark Depths never gets toys.
So Brian
Like-
gets unreasonably excited when it does.
When anything could be like, well, it was Elvish Reclaimer
Yep.
was like the last one,
Mm-hmm.
and that was 6 years ago.
Yeah, I was going to say that was 2019, 2020.
Yeah, and like I have like some cards that maybe are, I guess maybe Yavimaya.
Yeah.
But like, do I have 4 of the Fallout Sloth that's cheaper with based on the number of counters on things? I do. No one's played that card. I guess maybe that Eldrazi that's 3 mana and removes all the counters from things.
Mm-hmm.
That wasn't very good.
Right.
Like there's really very rarely there's like, oh, I think I know exactly how this goes in this deck.
Yeah.
I'm still holding out for like green black, search for a land, put it on the battlefield.
I mean, that is totally a card that could exist.
That is a card. I mean, in our current world, maybe it'd be like a green black, pick one, green black, search, put a land under the battlefield, or like destroy target permanent, mana value 3 or less or something.
Yeah.
Just like, oh, okay, cool, thanks. Every set, just like maybe this is the time. Knowing my luck, it'll be like some like horrific art like Universes Beyond card.
Yeah. It'd
Or
be like
something. It'll just be
Universes
like,
Beyond
oh,
Teletubbies.
Yeah, exactly. I'd be like, oh, jeez. I played Tinky Winky Scorn, and now I have to go get my Dark Depths.
Yeah.
That is from Cold Snap. This is awful.
Oh, magic.
Yeah,
How
but
the
yeah,
mighty
it's
have
just-
fallen.
Yeah, but this is. Bryant Cook was also super excited about this card as well.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, he had a short that he put out where he was talking about how like they changed a bunch of stuff in Legacy because it invalidates Wasteland.
Mm-hmm.
But uh I don't remember like in what context. I don't know if it was like the Epic Storm. It was like he was just like, oh my gosh, this card's so amazing in Legacy, and I haven't seen him play it.
Hmm.
So, but
I'll have to keep an eye out
this,
for it.
yeah, but this is, I mean, the answer to Wasteland,
Yeah, definitely.
and you get to like, in, like, you get to go back to the old Dark Depths trick of like, I'm playing a single Ghost Quarter because
Well,
I'm
so
pithing needing Wasteland.
that's what I was just gonna say. I mean, could these replace the ghost quarters?
They could, right? Because you don't like,
Like
or
ghost
like, would
quarters
you?
there to hit Caracas, and this also hits Caracas.
Yeah, I mean, they they do similar things, but like this is a Ghost Quarter that stays on the battlefield for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if you'd want to have like, you just want four of these. Like you take out the Ghost Quarter, you take out Pithing Needles, and then you like get to play like another spell.
Well, yeah, that
Or
was
do you?
kind of my thought. Was if you can get rid of the ghost quarter, because this, like, the reason you play ghost quarter is it's a way to answer Caracas that you can tutor for,
Mhm.
and
That
this
is,
is that. And then
yeah.
also because you're playing it in a land slot, it frees up a slot in your deck for whatever.
Or like if you think of it, if it's like four Pithing Needles and a Ghost Quarter that this replaces,
Hmm.
right? Like you can rebuild your mana in such a way that you might have again Yavimaya, where so now you have more green sources.
Yeah.
Um, you could put uh more interaction,
Hmm.
like something like oh goodness, what like the is it the Witherbloom charm,
Hmm.
right? Where you're like where you want the like okay, I can sack a permanent and draw some cards to like find stuff, or I have two mana to destroy a thing.
Yeah.
Uh, it's not still it's like abrupt decay plus like a little something extra.
Hmm.
So like yeah, there I think like you could definitely like build it in such a way that you free up spots as well.
Yeah.
But like, do you need do you need all four of them? Right? Could you do three because
Yeah.
you have ways
Probably
to
not.
search for them,
Right.
and then that's gonna free up more search, more
Yep.
whatever in your deck. Yeah. So again, this is the first time that it's been like, oh, this card goes in Dark Depths.
Hmm.
We can go back to that glorious like year and a half, 2 years where Dark Depths was like one of the best decks.
Oh, the
Now
good old
everyone just
days.
now everyone just has like piles of free removal
Right.
and a bunch of like bounce spells that are also creatures and nonsense.
Yeah.
All right, last card after many weeks. What do we got?
The Dawning Archaic. This is a 10 mana 7/7 legendary avatar, and it costs one less for each instant or sorcery card in your graveyard. It has reach, and whenever the Dawning Archaic attacks, you may cast target instant or sorcery card from your graveyard without paying its mana cost. If that spell would be put into your graveyard, exile it instead. So, how many instant and sorcery spells do we need in our graveyard in order to make this good?
5.
Yeah.
Like in Modern Magic, I think it's 5.
Mm-hmm.
Now the question becomes, right? Wh- you know, instants and sorceries with cycling,
Mm-hmm.
or the like Prismari ability, like you're like 2 mana, put like Magnum Opus in the graveyard,
Yep.
right? Where you're like putting
Well, like
cards in the
that's the
graveyard.
ideal here, right? Is like Magnum
Mhm.
Opus,
Magnum
because
Opus.
yeah, it ramps you
There's
into it both ways, gets you the treasure and counts towards
mhm.
reducing its cost, and then it's a big thing to hit when it attacks.
there's the common from this the 7 mana make 2/3/3s.
Mm-hmm.
This like pay 2, discard it, look at the top two, put one in your hand and one in the graveyard. Like it could also double ramp you as well
Yeah.
because it could like hit another instant or sorcery.
Right.
Um, is it a target instant or sorcery? So you get the pick.
Mm-hmm.
So that's good. So it's not like, you play your consider and then you attack and you have to cast a consider.
Right. No, you get to pick.
You get to pick. Yeah, it feels like you need to not be casting those spells.
Right. You need to find some other way to fill your yard.
You've got a traumatic whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
Draw two, discard a thing. Again, that's like 2 mana to put 2 in your graveyard.
Yep.
Like, you know what? Consider or opt
Yeah.
into some 2 mana thing. So now you're on turn. You're at the end of turn 2 and you have 2 things, or hopefully 3 in your graveyard.
Right.
Right. So you could probably cast this on turn. Turn 4, right?
Yeah. Turn 4, turn 5, pretty reliably, I would think.
Yeah,
I mean, there's been points in time where, like, was it Striped Riverwinder? Or like any of those that cared about the number of instant or sorcery spells, like they were draft chaff, but then all of a sudden they became playable.
Cryptic Serpent and
Yeah.
Calarian Terror.
Yeah, those are them. Yep.
Yeah, Striped Riverwinder's the cycler with Hexproof.
Oh yeah. Sorry.
That's how dare you. I think you may have played that in the Living End at some point.
I think I did. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, this is just like one of those on steroids.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, it does feel like you just have to like fill your yard with things.
Mm-hmm.
Like this is where like we need like strategic planning.
Yes.
Like where you just have a deck that is, and this is also kind of what was that blue, like 4/3 that when it attacked you got to cast a spell from
Demolich?
Yes, maybe that was it.
Wow,
We've had similar
that was a deep
things. Cut. Hey, we've had similar things.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think this has to cost 5 mana. In Modern Magic, this has to cost 5.
Mm-hmm.
But it does have the Tolarian Terror bonus of, like, it doesn't take things out of your graveyard.
Right.
So, if you get to cast 1 on the cheap, the next one that you cast when this inevitably dies should also be on the cheap.
On the cheap. What about in some older formats where you get to play, like, Careful Study?
Careful Study. I was thinking this is good with, like, Lorien Revealed.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
There is, like, in this Pro Tour spell decks, like, remember there was an Eddie Merck Crab deck a while back that played, like, 14 lands, and it played, like, 4 Bushwhack and 4 something else that gets a land for 1 green?
Yeah.
Like, I could see this being just like, okay, hey,
Yeah, that's
we're
true.
just going to be playing, like, hardly any lands. We're going to be effectively attuned with Aether for our lands.
Right.
And then that's going to fill up our graveyard, and then we're going to be able to cast this on the cheap. Now, the problem then is hopefully attacking and bushwhacking your 7/7 is good enough if you just played a bunch of cheap things.
Oh, so that's actually interesting if you're looking for, like, a Tune with Aether stuff, because Traverse the Uvenwald.
This Traversing isn't in Standard.
No, it's not in Standard, but it's in Pioneer.
Yeah, like, if you can get to Delirium.
I mean, a Tune with Aether's not in Standard either.
Like, Bushwhack is.
Yeah. But if you were, like, single mana, go get a land.
Yeah, like a tune. Wait, I meant to say Standard, but that's right. We're gonna try again. It's here, because like I did it, and then so there's Analyze the Pollen,
Yeah.
which could get this as well.
Mm-hmm. Well, so
Brave
could
the
Traverse. That's where I
Wilds.
was going with that.
Yeah. Bushwhack. Yeah, so there's Idolize Apollon and Bushwhack.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like, but it's again one of the things like, is it like worth the trouble? Is like Eddie Mark Crab just better?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Right? Like, hey, here's this big splashy mythic. It's like, I'm gonna stick with my 50-cent uncommon. Thank you very much. Thank you for your help, wizards.
Yeah.
But yeah, so there's like three things that like there are three 1-mana cards that go and get you a land. But yeah, like just some way to like get a bunch of spells in your graveyard quickly.
Mm-hmm.
But then you want them to be big. Like that's like the awkward part.
Yeah. Well,
And
that's
you
where
also
like
want this guy to have haste.
yeah. That's where
but
you
that's
want
where-
something like Magma Opus.
Yeah. All right. We got anything else?
I do not. That is the end of SOS.
We did it. So with that, I think we got a show.
We got a show.
So if you have show ideas, because we have somehow ran out of new cards for 3 weeks or whatever.
Yeah, at least a month or so.
Yeah. So reach out. Let us know what you think. What do you want us to talk about? Facebook, Discord, Twitter, X, Blue Sky, all those places. Come in, say hey, and let us know what you want us to talk about.
For sure. If you want to support the show, you can do so via our Patreon at patreon.com/CasualTryHardMTG. Surf on over there, chip a couple bucks in, get access to my show notes, get access to another hour of content out of us in the form of our unshow, and support us at the same time. We would appreciate it.
Yeah. So with that, we'll catch you on the internet.
We will catch you on the internets.